Alright, today we're stress testing AI video to see how well it handles actual fighting and fast movement. Clean strikes, real reactions, no melting limbs, that's the goal. We're putting Veo, Kling and Seedance through historical and modern combat. Swords, shields, muskets, rifles, and yes, UFC elbows. Before we start, drop your prediction in the comments. Who do you think handles movement best? Veo, Kling or Seedance? No cheating. Guess now, then watch and see if you are right. Alright, let's see who survives. Before we start, here's how I scored the results so it's easy for you to follow. Each model gets one score from 0 to 5 based on how well it matches the prompt. 0 means it failed or didn't generate. 5 means it nailed it. That's it. Simple and fast so we can get straight into the results. First test, basic combat skills. For this part, I'm using 4 prompts, each one increasing in difficulty, starting with a basic strike and ending with light choreography. Now the prompt. The man on the right makes a step forward and hit with a powerful punch the other man, while the camera stays still. Here's Veo 3.1. Here's Kling 2.6. And here's Seedance. Veo gets 1 point, Kling and Seedance get 2 points, since even if the animation is usable, they failed in prompt adherence. Let's go with the second prompt, more complex. The man on the left jumps into a high kick toward the man on the right, who blocks with both arms, while the camera remains still. Here's Veo 3.1 and Kling 2.6. And here's Seedance. For this second attempt, Veo and Seedance gets 2 points, while Kling gets 1 point. Now, next prompt. The man on the right charges in with a heavy punch aimed at the head. The man on the left blocks at the last moment and snaps a counter kick to the torso. Camera holding still like a fight scene wide shot. Looks solid. Slow motion wasn't part of the prompt, and the kick isn't to the torso. But overall, it's still a good result. This one has way better prompt adherence, but it looks a little robotic, less realistic. In this round, Veo 3.1 gets 0 points, as it blocked the generation. Kling gets 4 points, as even if not perfect, the realism is great. And Seedance gets 3 points. Prompt 4. The fighter on the right shoots in for a body lock, lifts the opponent and slams him to the ground. Camera staying still, like a clean fight coverage shot. The morphing here is bad, but the physics are good.
He shoots in for the
Same issue here. Lots of morphing, weird non-natural movement, and the body at the end literally loses its arms. For this round, Veo scores 0, while Kling and Seedance both land at 2.5 points. So the final combat section totals are Veo 3 points, Kling 9.5 points, Seedance 9.5 points. Now we switch to a completely different category. Bladed weapons, knight's charges, cold steel, and cuts that leave no time to think. This time we're throwing in battle scenes, duels, and archery. Same rules as before. We want to see what the AI can actually handle and what breaks immediately. Let's go with the first prompt. The duelist on the right lunges with a rapier thrust. The duelist on the left parries and holds distance. The camera stays still. I think this is a total miss. Not usable. Better. But still in the wild uncanny valley. No good this one. Not a frame is even usable. For this first prompt, Veo and Kling score 1 point each, and Seedance comes out on top with 3 points. Alright, let's move on and see what a medieval charge looks like. Prompt. Knights charge at full speed against the soldiers in the front line, breaking their line, while the camera dolly shot in the action. Apparently, the soldiers are invisible. Their bodies have no consistency. Camera movement missing also here. Better with the bodies. For this charge, Veo gets 0 points, Seedance gets 2 points, and Kling gets 3 points. As with some rerolls, I'm sure I can get something cool. Now let's see a more cinematic action fighting scene. Prompt. The soldier charges forward with a powerful sword strike. The opponent defends and they engage in close combat. Intense action as the camera orbits around them. Quite bad. Morphing swords appearing out of nowhere and overall clunky fighting. Better, even if it switched the characters. A little robotic movements. Not perfect, but maybe some frame can be saved. For this scene, Veo scores 1.5 points. Seedance gets 3.5 thanks to the potential it shows with a bit of extra work. And Kling lands at 3 points since it can still improve with more reroll and prompt refining. Now let's throw a guard out of a pirate ship. Prompt. The pirate grabs the other man by the jacket and forcefully throws him out of the ship, threatening him with a cutlass in the other hand. Water sprays from the waves.
Get off my ship!
A very polite way to decide to get eaten by the sharks.
Get off my ship or I'll cut
I like
you
the tension
down.
here.
You'll have to
Maybe
do
a longer
better.
video would have worked out.
Get off! Jump!
Perfect, reckless, but still robotic in some way. Here Veo gets 2.5 points. Seedance scores 4 with room to grow, and Kling hits 3.5 for solid realism. Now grab your shield, we're heading into a siege. Prompt. Medieval soldiers push a burning siege tower while flaming arrows and rocks strike. Shields raised and soldiers falling in the mud. Those arrows are weird, and the guy falls, to then get back again?
Hold the line! Keep pushing! Don't let the
Okay,
flames
that's
stop us.
hilarious. For this test, Veo ends up with 0 points. Kling gets 1.5, and Seedance takes 3, since with a little tweaking it can produce something solid. That brings us to the final results for the bladed weapons. Veo 2.5 points, Kling 8.5 points, Seedance 11 points. If you made it this far, hit the like button and tell me in the comments if there's a specific fight scene you wanted to see in this section. Now let's move on to archery and guns. We're about to see how AI handles shooting, starting with archery and moving all the way up to modern guns and rifles. Let's jump into the first prompt. The archer releases an arrow in the forest, bowstring snapping forward as sunlight hits the trees. The camera moves slightly right and forward. Not a usable result. And here, the arrow floats in the air like a plume. Cool, the morphing ruined a little bit, but the arrow looks great. For this one, Veo scores 1, Seedance scores 1, and Kling pulls ahead with 3. Alright, now let's check bullet impacts. Prompt. A man takes cover as shots hit around him. He stands up and shoots, then gets hit by a bullet and falls back with correct prompt adherence, but robotic movement and morphing. What a shot! Not perfect, but quite cinematic. So in this test, Veo scores 0. Kling jumps up to 4 points, and Seedance lands at 3. Next up, we're going to see how things look when the scenes get more crowded. Prompt. The line of soldiers fires and the people running ahead fall to the ground as the camera follows the action. Well, that's not the best result. Way better. No violence, that's fine, a portion is usable. With that test done, the scores are Veo 0 points, Kling 3.5, and Seedance 3. Here's the final scoreboard. Veo 3 to 6.5 points, Kling 28.5 points, Seedance 27.5 points. So Kling takes the crown, Seedance is right on its heels, and Veo got absolutely crushed in this challenge. Tell me in the comments what scenes or weapons you want me to test next. I'm Miranda Sterling, and if you love AI filmmaking, go check out my breakdown on how to make a cinematic film with AI.